This meeting is being recorded. This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome, everyone. This is Megan, and she is a graduate of the 90-Day Private Coaching Program. We also just returned home from a retreat that we attended, and I wanted to ask her a few questions, but first I'm going to have her introduce herself. So who are you?
I'm Megan. I met Jay a few years ago, randomly through my chiropractic clinic I was working at, and saw what she had to offer, and I was super excited about it. So I did the 90 days with her, and I loved it. It helped me break through so many anxieties that I was having without actually knowing it, food sensitivities I might have had without knowing it, and it was just a really good program to kind of figure out all those things.
Awesome, sister. Now, let me ask you this. What made you want to work with me?
In that point in my life, I had a lot of things going on, like we all do, life,
Yeah.
but it was just at a point where I was like, I think I need a change.
Yeah.
And I was excited for a change. And I just was like, let's do it. I think it's a good sign. So
You were in the right place at the right time.
yeah.
And what problems were you having before you came to me?
A lot of problems were more of what I was eating wasn't making me feel very good, and I couldn't figure out why I was working out but not losing weight. Just dealing with social anxieties that I guess I never knew I had. But as I started becoming older and actually living in the world a little bit, I started realizing, oh, I might have this.
Yeah.
And then just, trying to figure out who I was as a person, which we all kind of have that tendency to try to figure out who we are. And it was just a little confusing for me. So
How would you say that the problems or, issues or growing pains or whatever you want to call them, how would you say that they were affecting your life? Like, was it affecting it financially, physically, emotionally, with relationships? Like, how did it affect you?
a lot of this was just affecting me internally. It wasn't affecting me kind of externally. I was able to kind of just keep it to myself.
Yeah.
And I kind of do that. I kind of tend to keep things, to myself and not try to trouble others. But it was making me mentally drained. I was super tired all of the time. I couldn't figure out why. Physically, I didn't want to go to my job. There was different things where could I get to go work out and like try to keep my energy up. So I definitely noticed that as well. But definitely just holding it in kept me emotionally and mentally kind of like drained.
Yes.
And it was challenging. So
Yeah. And what would you say, like, post 90 days or even in the middle of it, how were you changing?
yeah, so actually during our first discovery call, when we were done, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to change everything. And I said that right to my boyfriend Tyler, and I was like, holy crap, I have some stuff going on. Like it was just kind of like that click that it happened. So I knew that it was something that I should do. And then throughout it actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. We kind of put ourselves in that way of change.
Yeah.
So I just kind of let that go and let it change. And the advice, I actually was listening and I could hear it. Sometimes you don't hear it.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to give it my all. And after the 90 days, I felt fantastic. I was able to break through so many different things that I didn't even know I had just as a person. So I was able to just be much more relaxed, much more open and happy. And it was just a great feeling to have. So
friggin' glad. Last question. Besides like I think, did you lose 17 pounds?
yeah, I think something like that.
Was it seven? Yeah. So besides that, and besides like being this beautiful butterfly that emerged, what else would you say that the benefits of solving the issues you had, like besides losing the weight, like did you become, just tell me like who you became after.
Yeah. So losing the weight was kind of one of my side benefits. I know a lot of people are trying like as their main focus, but for me it was more of like how can I just be healthy?
Yeah.
And I've been able to figure out like, oh, I get acne if I have milk, so staying away from milk products is a little bit easier. I don't usually eat a lot of bread, but I know what it does to me now, and learning kind of what the foods do to me makes it so I can make more of an educated decision of what I want to eat.
Yeah.
And I've been able to keep that going for 2-3 years, however long it's been since we did this.
I know.
And then just as well as being more confident, I've definitely seen that grow. I know it's still something that I'm working on personally, but it was a great jump start to
Yes.
continue to be more confident. And, just releasing a lot of stress that I had that I didn't know or I didn't need it either. And so my body was able to kind of just go, oh, hey, this is what a normal relaxed state is.
Yeah.
And it was great for me to be able to be more physically excited and like have energy to go work out and to go do places and go to my job, and being able to see everyone without being like socially awkward or like trying to hold stuff in. So
in terms of the job, I feel like you got like what was it, like a $10 an hour pay rate increase from like the massage was that what it was?
No, it was like a $6 or $7 increase where I went, and I loved it, but things changed, so then that became kind of my biggest another anxiety that I had. But and with the retreat that we just went to, I was able to kind of break through that anxiety as well, and just kind of be okay with what it is and be confident in who I am so I can find a new one without like freaking out about it.
No freaking out. It's like sometimes things are just out of our control, and then you kind of just like you ride with the waves, and then if you try to like swim against the current, that's when you're just like, oh, and you're drowning.
Yeah, in the last few months with everything that has happened personally, it feels like that, but I think I've kind of come to the point where I hit that shore, and now I'm starting to have good things happen again. So it was like, hooray! But that retreat was awesome because it was a great breakthrough in order to kind of put me on that track. So I could be like, okay, cool, I can do this without having issues.
Yes, that's the whole goal is being able to then like kind of stand on your own, and so you have that power from within. So Megan, thank you for being here. And everyone, she is a great dancer. She is an excellent human being, and she's super close to her fam. Shout out to the fam.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you, Jay, for having me on.
You're welcome, sister. Thanks, Megan.
Bye.
Bye.